Hello everyone, it's me, your Vijay sir, and welcome to your social science class. Today we are going to learn lesson 2 Landforms of the Earth, class 6 Geography. Observe the flowchart, children. In this lesson we are going to learn the three major landforms of the Earth: mountains, plateaus and plains. Under mountains we are going to learn about the fold, block and volcanic. Under fold you have again young fold mountains and old fold mountains. Under block we are going to learn what is a rift valley. Under plateaus we have three different types: continental, intermountain and lava plateaus. Under plains again we have three different types: structural, erosional and depositional. Under depositional you will learn alluvial, which is formed by rivers, and loess by wind. Children, now let's learn how these landforms are formed. Is the surface of the earth is uniform all throughout? No, not at all. You're right. At some places it is several thousand meters above the mean sea level, while at other places it is flat. These variations on the Earth's surface are known as relief features or landforms, and the landforms have been created and developed by two forces, children. They are endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Children, Earth's movements can be classified into endogenic forces and exogenic forces. The forces which originate from within the Earth are called endogenic or tectonic forces, children. Sudden forces like earthquake, volcanic eruptions and landslides are sudden forces. Diastrophic forces help in building up mountains or different landforms. Exogenic forces, the forces which originate on the Earth's surface, are called exogenic or gradational forces, children. They continuously wear down and rebuild the land surfaces, that is by erosion and deposition, done by rivers, wind, sea waves and glaciers. Because of this endogenic and exogenic forces, children, different landforms are formed on the earth. And to understand more clearly about this endogenic and exogenic forces, please watch this video.
Endogenic forces are those which are inside or beneath the surface of the earth, and exogenic forces are those which are on the surface of the earth. This causes two types of endogenic forces: slow forces and sudden forces. Slow forces, as you can see, cause the formation of mountains. This is how the Himalayas were formed. Sudden forces result in volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. Now, exogenic forces act on the surface of the earth, and these are visible to us. For example, the movement of wind, rivers and sea waves change the surface of the land. Mountains become plateaus over time. Rivers erode mountains to form valleys and plains. So we learned about how mountains, volcanoes and earthquakes result from endogenic forces, whereas exogenic forces erode mountains over time into plateaus, plains and valleys.
Children, before we get to know how mountains, plains and plateaus are formed, let us do mapping skills. The mapping skills would really help you to visualize where the mountains, plateaus and plains are located in the world when I explain in the lesson. So when we do map pointing of the mountain ranges, refer page 16 in the textbook, plateaus for page 20, and for plains refer 21 when I explain the mapping skills. Children, open page 16 in your textbook and follow the mapping skills. Now let's travel to North America and learn the important mountains there. Mountain ranges in North America, children. 1. Brooks Range. 2. Alaska Range. 3. Mackenzie Range. 4. Rocky Mountains. 5. Sierra Nevada. 6. Appalachian Mountains. Mountain ranges of South America, children. 7. Guiana Highlands. 8. Andes Mountains. Mountain ranges in Africa, children. 9. Atlas Mountains. 10. Drakensberg Mountains. 11. Ethiopian Highlands. Mountain ranges of Europe and Asia, children. 12. Pyrenees Mountains. 13. Alps Mountains. 14. Carpathian Mountains. 15. Apennine Mountains. 16. Scandinavian Highlands. 17. Taurus Mountains. 18. Elbrus Mountains. 19. Caucasus Mountains. 20. Ural Mountains. 21. Jackaroo Mountains. 22. Kunlun Mountains. 23. The Himalayas. 24. Aravalli Range. 25. Eastern Ghats. 26. Western Ghats. 27. Stanovi Range. 28. Verkhoyansk Range. Mountain ranges in Australia, children. 29. Great Dividing Range. 30. Australian Alps. Children, open page 20 in your textbook to learn world major plateaus. Major plateaus of North America, children. Columbia, Colorado, Mexican, Piedmont, Labrador. Major plateaus of South America, children. We have the Brazilian Highlands and the Bolivian Plateau. Major plateaus of Africa, children. Hoggar, Tibesti, Bai and High Wells. Moving on to the major plateaus of Europe and Asia, children. Let's see European plateaus. Plateau of Spain, Plateau of France. Moving on to Asia, we have Iran, Kazakh, Central Siberian, Mongolian, Tibet, Deccan, Yuan. Moving on to Australia, children, we have Kimberley Plateau. Children, open page number 21 in your textbook to learn world major plains. Now moving on to North America, children, we have Great Central Plains of USA, children. The major plains of South America, children, we have the Amazon Basin, Gran Chaco and Pampas. Moving on to Africa, children, we have the Congo Basin. Major plains of Europe and Asia, children. Now let's move on to Europe. We have the Po Valley, Great European Plains. Moving on to Asia, we have the Mesopotamian Plains, West Siberian Plains, Indus Plains, Ganga Brahmaputra Plains and Huang He Plain. Moving on to the major plains of Australia, children, you have the Murray-Darling Basin and the Nullarbor